I remember it was probably 5 or 6 years ago. I'm sitting in church like many of you are today, and Todd's talking about ways to be able to get involved, right? Not just attending church, but being the church, and he starts talking about the jail prison team. And I remember thinking, man, that would be awesome. What a cool way to be able to get involved in something unique and different. And then suddenly all this doubt started coming in mind, right? I'm already super busy. I already volunteer enough. I'm going to church. I'm paying tithing. I'm in a small group. I'm doing enough. The guys probably won't be able to relate with me. I don't really know enough about the Bible. I went from saying, okay, I'm going to text as soon as I get out, to suddenly, let me think about it. Let me pray about it, and maybe I'll text in a couple days, right? Maybe I'll text them on Tuesday. Monday goes by, Tuesday goes by, a week goes by, and I've just sort of moved on. It's just out of sight, out of mind. It'd be a whole year before I would hear again about the jail and prison team and be prompted once again to sign up. And so I remember thinking, this time I'm signing up. And so I sent the text during church, and I signed up and got a text right back and went to the meeting like the following week. Took a couple months for my background stuff to go through, and then I started serving at the Metropolitan Detention Center out on the west side. I'm walking this pod for the first time, and there's 50 inmates, and they're all in orange, just looking at me, wondering what I'm doing there. I was freaking out. I remember thinking, they're not gonna believe what I have to say. They're gonna ask me all these questions I'm not gonna know the answer to. And so I just remember having this prayer with God and just asking for him to help guide me in the conversations I had with the inmates. And I just said, hey, we're starting church in 5 minutes in this classroom, and I'd love for you to come. And they all started coming in. And so 10, 15 guys or so came in. They sat anywhere they could. They were sitting on tables, they were sitting on chairs on the ground, wherever there was a spot. And they're inviting other inmates to come in. And then what we do is we basically play a church service. Same service you're watching online, just 2 or 3 weeks later. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, they're not gonna sing along with the worship team, and they totally do. And they're like, well, they're not gonna laugh at Todd's jokes. Like, I think I'm the only one that really thinks Todd's super funny, and they totally laugh, and they're getting into it. And then you're like, well, they definitely will not stay for the whole service. And they stay. And you're like, man, this is awesome. And so then we do a small group, just like the small group you would have in your own homes that you're doing with other Sagebrush people. We do the same small group. We have the same piece of paper with all the same questions, the same discussion points. I'm thinking these guys aren't gonna stay. And if they do, they're not gonna open up about their trials, but they totally do. And then the coolest part, or one of my favorite moments, is we hold knucks, right? We can't hold hands, so we put our knuckles next to each other and we get in a circle and we all pray together. I think sometimes on the outside perspective, we assume that they're gonna be so much different than us, right? That they have a different story, a different thought process, but they're going through the same trials that we are. And so what's been so amazing is to see them see all the ways in which Christ has been able to bless their life, even in these dark moments. For some of them, they're able to see how God was able to save their life, and that by being there is why they might still be alive. For some of them, maybe this is the first time they've been clean in a while. For some, it's the first time they maybe had 3 meals a day. And for some, they've said, maybe the reason why I'm in here is to get me to be able to go to church because I haven't been going. So every Monday, they can expect that I'm going to be there to be able to have church with them. I will say that over the 4 to 5 years that I've been volunteering at the jail and prison team, it's literally been one of the most amazing experiences of my life, and I look forward to it every Monday night. So if you're thinking today that maybe this is the time to sign up for the jail and prison team, and you're inspired by that thought, I promise you, you will never regret that decision. It has truly been a life-changing experience for me, and I know that it would be for you.